and welcome back to Personal Code of Conduct. So, I'll be back to horrible audio, like just for this week, because I'm not in the mood to take out my laptop and do anything. And I probably would be in the mood like next week. This weekend was busy, especially like I had the fact that I often have to take like 10 hours within a Saturday to be dead like a fish. When even though I know like my existence during the week is not particularly stressful. It's just I spend most of my time in an office, so it's like, where did the rest of my time go? But I'll be fine. So that's it. That is like the beginning of this week. I don't know. I'm still feeling hollow. I'm still questioning my existence. I'm still taking it one day at a time. But I'm here, I'm alive, I'm fine, and I'm continuing to exist. I have plans that I've not completed. There's literally somebody had a phase, a quote or something. I think it was that all-in-one dude guy, the astronaut doctor, Navy SEAL person. He was like, "Oh, okay. It's not like any brilliant tennis matter. It's about the plan and execution," and that is something, for the most part, I feel like I haven't achieved. Like, make a plan and execute it. That is just like as simple as that. Make a plan and execute that plan. Go around and do that. It'll be fine. I think it should be perfect. I think just make a plan and execute that plan. Like, just do that. But it's so difficult because you have hiccups, and sometimes I don't do it consciously. Like, I just have a plan and execute it sometimes. And following off that plan is just stress. So I'm going to continue working out 5 times a week because like 20 minutes out of my day is not going to fucking kill me. I'll be fine. Where was I? Yeah, that's the intro. I'm kind of scattered. I'm using Anchor to record, and hopefully I'll have something together because I want to join an office procession like right after I finish recording. But like, what the fuck? It'll be fine. So, this is a personal code of conduct. I figured out what to talk about in the coming sections. I'm thinking I'm going to have tiny sections of thoughts, of little blips of thoughts that doesn't make any sense. I'm calling this section the edge of glory. I just have to call it the edge of glory because I am on the edge of glory. I'm on the edge of glory. I can't believe I hate that song so much now because like I listen to a song so it gets fucking irritating in my head. I take like years before I'm able to listen to it again, and I don't think I can listen to that song again. I'll test it out because I haven't listened to it in years, but that's not the point. I'm on the edge of a new phase of my life. Like, this is officially, I think it was supposed to start on a Saturday, but like I'm so tired and busy. But like, this is officially supposed to begin the high points of my life. This is officially supposed to begin prosperity and growth. This is officially going to begin happiness. This is officially going to begin, okay, not necessarily happiness, I'd say a different point in my life. And I think I've called the year of 2022 the year of routine. The year of routine and commitments. The year of commitment to routine. In whatever I need to do, I need to develop habits. I need to develop it and stick to them. It's not about goals. It's about having structure. It's about having plans. About replicating simple bite-sized tasks that have a clear expected result. Because yeah, you want to have a goal. You want to like be at a certain skill level, and I think. I know this, I'm bringing up drawing again, but like I have tried to pick it up since I was 12. Very level of success. I have even lost some of my skills at replicating things that I see. And I think 2022 will be the year. I don't let me jinx the year, but 2022 will be a year of commitment to routine. It will be a year of me deciding that I want to execute things and I want to complete it. And that's the reason I'm not even waiting to 2022. Like, I'm trying and failing already. Like in November, like Like the moment I already decided that 2020 was going to be a year of routine, I've already drawn up my routine. This is not a question of making sure that I have stumbled enough, cleared all the issues before that 1st of January. Any stumbling block to my commitments, I have cleared all those issues. Yeah, that is like my plan for 2022. Okay, I won't say I have a plan, but like I feel okay. It's funny how I'm ending this. Okay, I think as from next week Sunday, I'll tell you what I'm in phase 2, and it's be like good quality production. Like as from Saturday, I have to make a plan. I have to, I have to do like make sure I have time for like guests and everything, and talk about things. I want to have topics. I want everything proper. I want to invite 2 people and have like a Zoom call, but like the audio won't be so particularly good because it's over Zoom. I want to, yeah, but like if I can start pushing people, give me a period of your day by Sunday, we'll have a conversation. We'll know what we are doing. We know how we're existing. We know how awesome everything is going to be. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fucking fine, fucking amazing, fucking cool. We're going to be able to provide results, provide access. And I think even then, like what I was struggling with, like it's a couple of weeks ago, I think I'm fine with it. I've gotten into a pace. I've understood this person, and their actions no longer stress me, because I think I'm now comfortable with just like saying whatever is on my mind. Like because I've encouraged the person to speak up, and I always make sure, and I've promised myself that I won't feel left out. If I'm going to feel, I'm no longer going to project nonchalance. Well, even though yes, let me be very honest, it's nonchalance 92% of the time. But even that 8%, if it's not nonchalance, I want it to be the true emotion, and that's fine. So like, I think I'm on the brink, on the cusp, on the edge, at the brink of new things, on the edge of glory, at a turning point in my life. And I think that's a fantastic thing. I've been on the edge for like 3 weeks, but like this is finally like truly the edge, and it's going to be fucking fantastic. I think. I don't know. Things I don't know what to do next, because when I look at like the insignificance of my existence, and I realize that even there are singular human beings with power at scales that I cannot understand, or like have zero experience at understanding, and I don't know how to get to that scale. I don't have that scale as an ambition. But there's one thing that I know that I want to contribute to. I want to contribute to worldwide stability. Like, because I like the idea of you going to school for 18 years of your life, going to another 4 years of your life, and working a stable job in which you rise to the end of your life. Or starting a business because you feel there's a solution to be solved, not because you're desperate for finances or something. I like the idea of promoting stability, of routine, of structure, of how things are meant to be, and hobbies and discovery. I believe that routine and discovery doesn't have to be separate things. You can have structured, well-planned routine that doesn't drain you of every drop of energy that you have, and still like it doesn't drain, and then you just go out and you're spontaneous, you have friends, you enjoy your body, you move. That's why I wonder, like, is it that I'm not eating enough, like, because I'm always fucking dead tired on Saturday? Like, I should have the ginger to move, to go to Unilag and run, and to go to like somewhere with a good track field and just run and exercise and move, because I like how my body moves. I like feeling alive, which is something I'm like, I need to go be serious about calisthenics. I like knowing that I have full control of every part of my body. It gives me a sense of presence. But yeah, I think I'm going off topic in this like section, this section theme. I'm on the edge. The thing is, I'm not particularly excited. I've been at that phase since I was what's the word? When did I finish school? Since I was 20. I've been at that phase since I was 20. God, it has been 3 years already, and what have I done in my life? Okay, I'm not counting what I think has been 2. I'm not counting COVID. It has been about a year since I left school. If I don't count any of those 2 years of of nonsense, and I think I'm doing fine, because um I'm an individual who likes to dream. I don't know why I dream. I don't know, but I'm an individual that likes to dream. Others dream dying, yes, but I don't know. It's a question of, do I have any grand design? And I think my grand design is not necessary. It's to promote stability for all. I know I've mentioned this like before. Stability for all, and stability for myself, and routine, and having things be as they should be, in quotes, because the definition of should be in my mind is the things that will not break society, but your definition of what will break society varies from different people. I just like the idea of people existing in this world, and it's been relatively uneventful. The reason why I use the word relatively, you have discovery, you have thrills, you have all those things, but like there are so many HSC, OHS, OHNS, or HSC stuff in place in this world. You hardly ever have any negative impactfulness or any like disturbingly violent, interesting things that happen to you. But that's off the point. I'm on the edge of like new things. I think that's the end of this segment. I'll figure out what is on the next segment, man. Who am I? I think I'm calling this segment Who Am I? And I wish I had better audio, because this thing's starting to sound fucking cool. Like this whole segment by segment, just going by things. But who am I? I don't know. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know my purpose. I don't know my reason for existence. I literally had a conversation with somebody as something horrible happened, and they just kept on trying to continue their existence and their love for their God, and just be glad that they're still here. And I'm like, who am I? Like, why am I here? What am I doing? What is my existence? What is my purpose? Should I be shouting at it in the middle of the night? I don't know. I should have a meeting turn up in like how many seconds now. I'm like, are we going to meet? And all that nonsense. But who am I? But seriously, who am I? Who is this individual? Yeah, there's like stuff in the background. I hope my phone isn't picking it up. But who is this individual? Who is this person? Who are they? What are they? What is their goal? What is their purpose? What is their end point? Why? Why tomorrow? Why exist? Because I feel like I'm just going through the motions of existence. And I think, is that necessarily a bad thing? Because like, I don't know, of all the 20 billion people or more people that have walked the earth in all of human history, we all were just going through the motions till we died. Like, I'm sure like there are people that have done amazing things. Yes, there are a lot of people that have done amazing things, but why did they do those amazing things? Like, I like that. I know in the previous parts where I was trying to explain the Ed of Glory, I told you I like the sound of routine. I feel those people they had a routine that led them to develop something that made an impact, or they were just in a position of birth that they had expectations of them that they had to produce results, so they did. Or they were just fucking crazy and deluded themselves into thinking they were the main characters. And unlike people who died young, because main characters those people always die young, they succeeded because they were fucking crazy and had the means to do it. I don't know. I want to avoid thinking about death for now. Even though like I live in a third world country and one cholera sickness with me without calling my family, or just getting randomly hit by a random bus, or me having COVID, or any random shit can happen and I'd be fucking dead. But like, let's just say like the whole question of natural death and ignoring the fact that trailer could crush me and our roads are not good and I could fall down a bridge and all the kind of wrong things that could happen every single day living in a random city in the third world. Okay, not a random city, a major awesome super big city in a third world country, Nigeria. But like, about 50% of those things would still happen to me if I were living in a first world country. So like, it's more like human general danger of human existence with extra steps of like extra difficulty steps. But other than that, I'd say, why? Why do we do the things that we do? Why is us? I think when I started this podcast, this is so obviously like I started it on my phone, I was giving like voiceovers. It has been 44 episodes in this year. I got like the Spotify wrap, and I had done like 10 episodes the year before, so like 54 episodes. I'm not even keeping track of my episodes. I need to go and like properly number them so that people know what the fuck they're looking at. But it's like varying in so much quality that there's some that should just be fucking deleted because they are not even audible. I hope this one doesn't become one of them. And you're just there like, this is my existence as a human being. Like, my entire existence is looking for like what to do to fill my time, how to, what's the word? How to deal with people, what to do to fill my time. And the thing is, even though like my general being is one of nonchalance, like my general demeanor is one of nonchalance, like I get affected in the moment, and it does annoy me, but I forget it. But if I continually have to see the individual that's causing that affectation, like I probably should have to. I always eventually focus on like trying to change the situation, or like being honest and just being myself and just saying what I want to say, be where I want to be. Like, because I am looking at what to do to spend the time, fill the hours, and I think I'm back on the road of looking for someone to fill the time with. I think next year I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to. It won't be a random person, but it's like somebody that I still talk to. I think. Well, I know I'm going to get rejected, but like, we'll try. But like when that conversation happens, just I don't know, decide, oh human, would you be more than friends with me? Let's plan a future together. Let's be two dead guys that plan a future together. Yeah, I guess. Because I was looking at like, I know like countries with like not necessarily as large a population as Nigeria, but countries with like sizable populations have collapsed. So I can't look at, oh okay, yes, our country is fucked up, but like it's stable enough that you don't think we'd break out into like society damning war. But it will shock you. It only takes a madman with resources. The reason why I use madman, because like, let's be honest, who would fucking listen to a mad woman? Like, as like women who are psychopaths and horrible people exist in equal proportion as men, but like when you live in a sexist society, you don't have as much reach. So what they end up doing is either pairing up with an equally crazy man and fanning the flames of his craziness, but most often making the lives of the people they can control, the lives of the children beneath them, the lives of everybody that is dependent of them miserable, and causing emotional torture and damage to boost their fragile ego because society doesn't let them have power. And it's one of the few moments where you're just like, oh my god, I'm so glad like society doesn't let you have power, because we'd have twice the amount of crazy people who have access to large scale weaponry. But I think that is a conversation that we need to have with like a lot of young children in the future. And we'd be like, young men especially, like with the rise of equality means that dangers that women have always been exposed to, caused by other women, you are now more likely to be a victim. It's no longer about you being a poor man, because obviously wealthy women were always known to pour out their anger and their frustration or their lack of a dick by destroying and torturing poor men who had this coveted dick that made rich men superior to them, but it did nothing for men who were poor. So like they could do horrible, unspeakable acts, and their rich, wealthy husbands would just be like, well, women, and not care about the poor men and women that were used to feed this crazy impotent person's rage. And by impotence, I mean the woman's lack of ability to wield real power, so she only causes suffering in high immediate environment, which is very fucking scary. But like, there's that. I remember I started this podcast like as reviewing philosophy. I have still not finished Seneca's letters, and somebody say, "Oh, go and read the works of Marcus Aurelius." And I think starting like the way I went on and started like talking to myself and like doing more reviews and all those things, I realized that it is a personal code of conduct. I need to take cues from various places and various times and actually settle down to write it rather than just like come back and consume content, because I fall into that kind of old man routine, old dad routine, if what's the word if like in periods where I have a job, so it's really difficult for me to improve myself. I still haven't even studied like Power BI and data transformation and all that stuff that I'm required to do by work. I'm even though I know I like structure and order, I find myself putting myself more into trial by fire situations, and I'm like, is that normal? That is not normal for Dio. That's fucking weird. Dio doesn't do that because of routine. But I think, let me reiterate the foundations of my beliefs. I treat people. No, my inner thoughts will be managed by Stoicism. And one key thing about Stoicism, understanding and identification of the things that I cannot change, and accepts the fact that some things are bigger than me. And also know that if there is a pathway to have control of those things, I need to ask myself, is it worth it? Do I truly want to have control over those things, or am I comfortable with the forces of those things controlling me without being a man of power and focusing on my small sphere of influence? Is my society safe enough that I can ignore the desire for larger scale power, or just ignore everything and look for a means to run away? Run away. I don't know. And to make sure that I recognize the things that I can control and control them to the best of my abilities. Decide that I have a goal, decide to improve, decide to succeed, decide to know where I'm going to next, decide to be happy. I can't just decide to be happy. I don't know. The thing is that I like the joy of creating things. I like the joy of accomplishing things. I like the joy of developing something that nobody has ever done before. I like those joys. What am I even going to call this segment? Who am I? Yeah, it's who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Amaba. I Stoicism is how I, in me, would deal with myself. Ubuntu is how I relate to others, because in my opinion, my limited skim through of Stoicism, Dio is like such a consumer that she refuses to like properly orate and research things. Is one very important thing. It's this: they say it never bothers to think of people as people. Like, yes, you're focusing on your internalization, but it still falls victim to what I feel like a lot of philosophy falls in, the delusion of grandeur that you are somehow special. And I don't think so. I don't think anybody is special. I think people have opportunity, people grasp opportunity, people, they have different coping mechanisms, and people decide to do well and do well. I don't know, but I don't think anyone is special, and that's fine. I don't know about growth, about decades of work to get to the top, about those kind of creepy decisions that you decide that fuck everybody, I'm going to be number one. How do you wake up and do that? I do not know, but apparently people are doing it. People decide that they want power so much and they're willing to give up anything and anyone to achieve that. But what is that core? What is that desire? And the thing is, it's at different spheres of influence. Like, you see somebody with a very, like, your power isn't much, but you have done so much to achieve that power. And I'm just there like, I'm glad you are not in a position of more. I'm glad you were not born in the right connections. You did not just, like, you didn't have the luck to meet the right people. Because what you are willing to do to have a grip on the little power that has been granted to you in your sphere, your section of society, I fear you, man. I fucking fear you. But like, it'll be fine. It'll always be fine. I'll continue to exist. I like the whole idea of not necessarily having a purpose. Like, I know I kept on saying, like, what is my goal? Why am I here? But like, what if we're not here for anything? What if we just exist like a dog or like a cat or an insect? We just exist. But only thing I know, I remember mentoring these things, like my outlook on the world, my outlook in my head is stoicism. My outlook on existence is optimistic nihilism, because I don't know why I'm here, but I know that I need to ensure that most of the emotion that I feel is a feeling of, is positive, it gives me joy, it gives me pride, it gives me energy, it makes me feel present and seen and joyous. And then I don't know, it'll be fine. It will be fine. I will have no awards, no structure, but it'll be fine. It'll be fantastic. It'll be perfect. It'll be fine. And I think there's one thing that I want to train myself in, is like, the moment really doesn't matter, it's the long haul. And I know I'm circling back to drawing, but like, I want to be able to represent emotion and fantasy settings and world building and just like everything, because I cannot see shit in my head. Like, I don't have that good of a mind, like thought space or like for images and stuff. But I don't know, I just feel it through flashes of color and energy. And I'm like, I could replicate this on paper. And I'm like, Dio, this is your opportunity. You spent money on this stuff. Do it. You just fucking do it, and do it well, and be proud of what you did. It'll be fine. I keep telling myself it'll be fucking fine, and I know that it will be fine. It has to be fine. I'm going to get better at drawing. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to scan my drawings. I'm going to do multiple layers and convert sketches, and just, I'm going to be happy. I don't know. Dolo Dalu. I don't know why the fuck that even come down. Yeah. Who am I? I'm an individual who believes, who follows Stoic principles in dealing with her head, or hopes to, who has an optimistic nihilist view on her existence, who wants to see people with the view of Ubuntu. I am me because you are you. Humanity is a quality we owe each other. And who, I don't know, I think it was those three. And who is writing her personal code of conduct. So, I'm Adedayo, or Dayo. Ade has been a personal code of conduct. I hope the audio was clear, because I don't know if I was supposed to be speaking loud, because I like the fact that my voice projects. I don't even understand how people speak and their voice doesn't project. But it has been a personal code of conduct. Have a wonderful day.